First day of real football. Let's talk about it. Yo, salute to everybody here in the building. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. I am your host, Graphk Raider Man. Salute to everybody already here in the building. I appreciate you guys. You could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. You already know what time it is, man. Let me know down in the comments section, you guys, where are you watching from? What city, what state? Shout to Austin, Raider for Life, Kenny Mack, James Moore, Ruthless, Dan Tessier, I see you, man. Albert Garcia. All my people are in the building. There's a lot to talk about, you guys. We went out and got a veteran linebacker to add some depth to this linebacker room. There's some question marks surrounding a specific linebacker that we're going to talk about here shortly, a guy that we are hoping was going to take that next step this year. And it's been real quiet, radio silence on that front, but we're going to talk about that here shortly as well. Also, there's a cut today that was made. It was not that much of a shocker, to be honest. I think we've all at Mount Shillmore been talking about this for about the last 3-4 months. Ever since we even brought him in, we kind of looked at him as like the odd man out. But, you know, he's out of here. We're going to talk about that shortly. And we also brought back a UDFA QB back into the fold. We're also going to speak about that, man. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. I see we're already almost 200 deep in the building, man. Let's just talk about it. Today, you guys, we actually went out and cut O.J. Howard. It looks as though Jesper Horsted is taking that third spot. We already knew that this regime was really high on Jesper since last year. The 4-year veteran shows some signs of life last year in that offense. And, you know, O.J. Howard was kind of the odd man out. It sounds as though Jesper, Hooper, and Michael Mayer are killing it at camp right now. And O.J. Howard was the odd man out. It's actually kind of weird, you guys. I don't know if you've seen this post yesterday on Twitter, but man, they actually did an interview with O.J. Howard just yesterday. And I think the video was called something along the lines of he's in for a big year or something like that, right? I could be wrong. Don't quote me on exactly what it was. And 24 hours later, Thanos, you out of here, man. It is crazy. But yeah, man, it looks as though Jesper Horsted actually won that third tight end spot behind Hooper and Michael Mayer. Waiting to hear what it looks like with Fotheringham, Cole Fotheringham, our UDFA from last year. But yeah, man, this is crazy. O.J. Howard out of here. We brought back Chase Garbers, you guys, former UDFA out of Cal. I'm gonna be honest, I was actually ecstatic that we let him go. To me, this is gonna be more of a camp body situation, maybe even be placed on the practice squad. He knows the offense, he knows the system from last year, so maybe they're just bringing him back, you know, for training camp and for familiarity purposes. Other than that, you guys, there's a few other things we could talk about. Mike Garofalo actually posted yesterday the Raiders are signing former Chiefs linebacker Darius Harris. His agent, Kevin Connor of Unisports Management, confirmed Harris, who spent 4 years with Kansas City, played in all 17 games last season with 4 starts, including 1 against the Raiders, in which he had 10 tackles and a sack. That's pretty impressive. Scout added on to it. He's a decent add, depth at worst, strong run defender, had flashes in coverage last year, 102 QBR allowed. Veteran depth guy. Doesn't drastically improve the room, but it's a good addition for depth, which itself improves the room. He only allowed 14 receptions, 104 yards, 1 TD on 26 targets last season for the Kansas City Chiefs. The thing I'm a little nervous about, you guys, is Divine Diablo. He missed yesterday's practice with an undisclosed reason. Then he ended up not going to his presser. You know, I'm not going to act as though this is a corresponding move to potentially take Divine Diablo's spot. I think this is more of a depth piece to add to the linebacker room. A guy that is a veteran. You know what I'm saying? We have a very, very young linebacker room, but it's kind of nerve-wracking because I haven't heard anything yet about Divine Diablo reporting to camp today. It's the first day in pads, you guys. I've not heard anything of him being out there. I've scoured the internet, haven't seen nothing. So I'm waiting to see. I could be wrong, but it sounds as though Divine Diablo is not out there again today. So for him being missing practice yesterday for an undisclosed reason, then missing his presser, and then just magically going out and adding a veteran linebacker like Harris, it's a little nerve-wracking to me. I'm kind of like, please, please, please do not let this mean that I hope this does not mean that Divine Diablo is dealing with an injury. We know in his young career, it's been happening year after year. So I'm just hoping Divine Diablo shows up today and or sometime this week and is back out there with that linebacking core, because we need him to show up this year, because without Divine Diablo, and we're already putting a lot of extra pressure on a guy who hasn't really done too much in the league yet, but we're hoping that he takes that next leap this year and kind of helps command that linebacker room, you know. But yeah, kind of scary, man. Kind of scary because there's been nothing said about Divine Diablo at this point. Yes, I'm hearing really good things also about Jimmy G. I see Vinny just tweeted out that he is throwing dimes today. First day with pads on, said he looks really, really good out there. Good sign that your quarterback one is out there balling out after a so-called off day of throwing a pick the other day to Palomar, man. Shout to Max, man. I don't know, Graphk. Garbers might be our Brock Purdy. Don't sleep on it. Doubt it comes to that. But you know what I mean. No. Garbers is not Brock Purdy. Garbers will not make this roster, and Garbers is nowhere near. He does not possess anywhere near that talent level that Brock Purdy possess. So no, Max, love you, brother, but no. Garbers is not that guy. I watched him at Cal a lot. He is not that dude, man. He's not. I'm gonna be honest. I questioned that move when we got him as a UDFA out of Cal, because I just didn't understand why. You know what I mean? But we probably brought him back, like I said, for familiarity purposes. He can go into training camp. He knows the system. You know what I mean? So we shall see. We shall see. Shout out to my dog, Max, man. But it sounds as though Jimmy is out there doing his thing. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Yeah, man. It sounds as though also Brandon Faison was carted off with the leg injury. Scary, scary shit, you guys, because he just came out yesterday, was talking on the presser, said all the right things. Seems like a really good guy. This is what happens, you guys. Pads are on. Pads are on. And just like that, corner we brought back in after 1 year of being with the Colts is already injured. Sucks, man. Sucks. I haven't really seen too much of what happened. You guys let me know. What was it? Let me see something real quick. Let me look it up real fast. I want to see if it was non-contact. Was it a non-contact injury? Okay, Brandon Faison just carted off field at Raiders camp, helped into the trainer's room with an apparent leg injury, according to Vinny B. So that sucks, man. That sucks. Next man up. Facts Elite. Next man up. Next man up. And that is the reason why you bring in the likes of Marcus Peters, you know what I mean, as a veteran guy. That is why you bring in the likes of Troy Hill in for a workout, because you can never be done adding more pieces to that DB room, because injuries occur all day, every day. Hearing really good things about Jacorian Bennett as well. Reese Rock. Rock, your sin went to Baltimore, Chris. He went to Baltimore. Let me see. Wait and see. Just could be abundance of caution. This is facts. This is facts, man. But still, kind of scary, man. First day out there in pads, boom. One of your free agent pickups is already carted off the field. Sucks, man. No, Anthony Averett was signed to a 1-year deal. 1921. Let me see. Next man up, LV. Talk that talk, my brother. Shout out to everybody here in the building, man. Wipe them feet, you guys. Hit them thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are 20 subs away from 19K. I appreciate every single one of you guys for supporting me and my channel and my group, my team. I just salute you guys for everything, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. For real, for real. But yeah, man, I'm waiting to see where Divine Diablo is, you guys. Like I said before, undisclosed. That is very nerve-wracking right now. And my energy is a little low, you guys. I re-injured my back. For those who do not know, I have 3 herniated discs and a bulging disc in my back, and I re-injured it yesterday, and I'm down for the count. So I got all kind of CBD and back braces on and shit right now. It sucks, man. But I had to come in here and do this live and talk with the people, man. You know what I mean? So we are here. Let me see. Jaquan Johnson can be this 4th-string corner. I have him as a 4th-string, 5th-string safety and more of like a special teams ace. Shout out to Eddie, man. You are the best, Docs. I swear you made the offseason go by fast. Salute to you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. No news right now on Chris Smith, Envy. Thank you, Franklin. Shout out to you, my dog. For real, for real. No news on Chris Smith, but from what I was hearing at rookie OTAs, he looked really good out there. So there you have it. Shout out to Elite. Oh man, yeah, I'm about that. My wife has been having to make my coffee, and oh man, I don't want to go through this again. A few years ago, it was bad. My wife had to dress me, put my shoes on. I couldn't even get out the bed. So I re-injured it making the bed. 39 years old, making a bed and just crumbled to the ground. It was just done for and was in the bed all day yesterday. Sucks, man. I was going to do another show last night. I couldn't even get out the damn bed. But we here now, so it is what it is. No excuses. Make moves. No excuses, man. Down facing. Now, Docs, Raiders injuries are starting to pile up. Salute. Shout out to M85, man. I'm at the VA hospital now. Yeah, man, this shit's crazy, man. It's crazy. I definitely got an older back, good stuff than my brother Wasted Talent, man. I'll tell you that. Hot Beavers. Well, we're not done yet. You know what I mean? But let's pump the brakes a little bit, you guys. We still got Sam Webb, right? Amik Robertson is still out there, a guy that we can, utilize in a nickel, and he played a little outside. We don't want to see him out there like that if need be. I don't want to see him out there, but I'm just saying he's still out there. We still got a bunch of corners out there. You know what I mean? But when you bring in the likes of Troy Hill, 31, 32-year-old veteran, that kind of lets me know that we're not done bringing in DBs. So we're definitely going to bring somebody else in. And we also did a few things today, you guys, as well. Let me bring this up real fast. The Raiders released veteran offensive lineman Justin Murray and linebacker, I think it's Kane Maga, I believe. So we have some room to bring in somebody else. So at this point, we may, I think we have one more spot to bring in right now. We can bring in another corner. Right now. You know what I mean? Just in case, Brandon facing this injury is more than, God forbid, knock on wood, it's worse than what we assume it is. We still have another slot to bring in somebody else. Shout out to Scotty. Said the Raiders now released 3 players and signed 2. So one more move is coming. So that may be the Troy Hill move, you guys. We may bring in Troy Hill. You know what I mean? We already brought him in for a workout. He left without a deal, but maybe that may be the sign of us bringing in Troy Hill, a guy that can play in the nickel and play outside. So there you have it. Shout out to my dog, Max. Injuries are piling up. We need the rest of Shield more for depth pieces. Otherwise, we might have to sign a UDFA. Salute to my dog, Max, man. My brothers are going to be at it. And we got another show tonight, you guys. Me and Hammer are doing our call-in show. Stay tuned for that. We're definitely going to be there. I don't give a shit if I'm hurting, man. If you guys seen what I got around me right now, you'd be like, wow. But it is what it is. Shout out to my dog, Max, man. Yeah, man. They might have to throw me on the pup list, bro. 1970. And I'm supposed to be in Vegas in 11 days. Yeah, for the alumni party. So I'm supposed to be at the game, Raiders and Niners game. This is going to suck, man. But, hey, man, it is what it is. I'm going to have to just get drugged up and go. It is what it is. Eddie, do you see us bringing back Harmon? There was mutual interest, Eddie, but I'm going to be honest, at this point in time, that safety room looks really good. And from what I'm hearing about Marcus Epps, there may be no need to bring in Deron Harmon. It looks as though he's getting this system down quick and fast. It sounds as though he's already a leader, commanding that room. You love to hear it, man. You love to see it. So with Marcus Epps being over there with Palamau, showing, that he could do some things at the safety spot, hearing that Merrick is looking really good out there right now, I don't think there's really any reason to bring Deron Harmon in. If you're going to bring in anybody else, to me personally, it's bringing in a DB. Bringing in another corner. Deron Harmon's technically a DB, but not a safety. Bring in a corner. Let me see. Mason Blue. We could talk about Marcus Epps. He's already showing out. We could talk about Michael Mayer, Jesper Horsted. Hooper's looking really good out there. That's the reason why we let go of OJ Howard like that. Didn't even allow him to get in pads. Just moved on from him quick and fast. I'm hearing that Merrick looks good out there right now, but the pads are on today. So I'm gonna hold off my judgment, and hold off on those thoughts until I kind of see what's going on with the pads on. But right now, I'm gonna tell you right now, Mason Blue, with the pads on today, it sounds as though Jimmy G is out there doing his work. Let me see. I love it. A guy I've been high on, Kellenberger. Levi Edwards. Sincere McCormick is out here running with purpose today. Oh, two other guys that I heard are doing really good out there. Amir Abdullah, the veteran running back. He's probably going to play a pivotal role in this running back room if Josh Jacobs does not return by week 1. And hearing that Zeus is actually looking really good as well out there. So shout out to Elite. Yes, in business, you pivot quickly. That means the other tight ends are doing work. There you have it. Real talk. And, the good thing is we moved on from OJ Howard before the pass came on. It's still early in the process in the offseason. There's still some time before the first preseason game. So I respect it, man. This gives OJ Howard, the veteran tight end, some time to go find another job elsewhere. And if not, we can always put him on the practice squad. You know what I'm saying? But this gives him, the veteran tight end, some time to go find, new employment. You know what I mean? And if not, maybe we throw him on a practice squad and we keep him around for a little bit. R. Vega, I definitely agree with you, man. I'm not that big on the Darius Harris pickup at all. Truly not. Not that big on it. You know what I mean? There was so many more linebackers out there that we could have went and got. And I was a little confused by that. I get that, he's a veteran, played in 17 games. He cooked us last year, had 10 tackles and a sack against us. Has intel, on the Super Bowl champions, our division rivals, the Kansas City Chiefs. That makes a little sense, right? Bringing in the guy that can give us a little intel on that, on that offense and that defense. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not that big on this pickup, and I'm really gonna hate it if this is a corresponding move to Divine Diablo. If he's really hurt, that would suck. That would definitely suck. No, Elite, I seen what you said on Twitter yesterday. That's why I say the linebacker is just a camp body. He could be. And I believe, Elite, you said something along the lines of, if Divine Diablo was hurt, you go out there and you get a better linebacker, right, in free agency, the likes of, we were talking about a bunch of guys yesterday. You know what I mean? We like, there's names out there. There's names out there. You know what I'm saying? The Kyle Van Noys of the world, the Zach Cunninghams of the world. You know what I'm saying? The Rashad Evans of the world. There's other guys that you can bring in just in case, because this, to me, is not a starter. He's not a starter. This doesn't move the needle for me. Yep, Anthony Barr is still out there. Miles Jack is also still out there. A few veterans that you could take a look at if need be. Eddie, I think you're going to see some Mayer in preseason. They want him to get up to, get adjusted to the speed of the game. Let him get out there, get a few reps. But I do believe that Michael Mayer is going to be the starter. And I don't think that they want to put him out there too much, and allow anything, God forbid, to happen to him on that football field before week 1, before we face Denver in Mile High. You know what I mean? So we'll definitely see Mayer. He'll definitely get some reps. You may even see, I know we'll see Jesper Horsted out there. I know we'll see Cole Fotheringham. Those are the two guys to really keep an eye on in the preseason. You may even see Hooper get a few reps. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think anyone on that in that tight end room at this point is too good for a few reps in preseason, right? You know what I mean? This isn't a situation, and I think that Michael Mayer is going to be phenomenal, but this isn't like a situation where it's like, don't have Darren Waller out there, right? You know what I mean? We know when Darren Waller's healthy, what we got out of him. It's like, I don't see one guy in this tight end room yet. You know what I mean? Yet with Michael Mayer, and I mean yet with him. Austin Hooper is a 2-time Pro Bowler, but that was years ago in Atlanta. I do think that he's going to revive his career low key with us. You know what I mean? He did come from 2 teams that were run heavy teams in Tennessee and Cleveland with not so good quarterback situations. You know, Ryan Tannehill, Baker Mayfield. But I do think we're going to see a little bit of all those guys out there. Let me see. I don't want to see Jimmy G out there at all, Eddie. At all. At all. I love it. And you love to see it. That's what he's there for, LV. Jakob is out there to move people around. I love this presser yesterday. The guy has such a good energy around him, and he plays pretty much an extinct position today, the fullback position, man. So you love to hear, Jakob out there, man, doing what he's doing, moving people around as he should. Yeah, Hammer, we've been talking about this for a while. I think that he was already the odd man out anyway. Jesper was already in the system last year. You know what I mean? They kept Cole Fotheringham around on the practice squad. Hooper came in, like we said before, 2-time Pro Bowler. OJ Howard has not done that in his career. And then you go get Michael Mayer. You move up to go get him in the second round. I think it was pretty much an easy call. Let me see. Oh, snap. Raiders are not playing around out there, according to Vinny B. So, look, we don't even know because Tyree's not out there yet. He's not out there yet. He's not out there yet. And we spoke about this 30 million times, right? Jalen Carter was my favorite player in this draft. I was definitely pissed passing up on Jalen Carter. Definitely. I was so pissed, not mad about Tyree Wilson, but pissed about Jalen Carter. And it sounds as though he is cooking out there. It's very early, but he went to a perfect situation, you guys. A bunch of collegiate guys that he played with, I mean, on the defensive line, the linebacker position, they drafted a corner out of Georgia. Like this is a perfect situation for Jalen Carter in Philly. And I think he's going to thrive because of it. Phenomenal player. I think he's going to be an all-pro talent, but he went to the perfect situation, man. Went from being a 2-time national champ in Georgia to going to Philly, a team that is just coming off of a Super Bowl loss, you know what I'm saying, but still has a phenomenal roster on the defensive side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball. I just think Jalen Carter, with all the offseason, rumors and rumblings about what he was doing and coming in overweight, and then the car situation, I just think he went to a good situation where his friends can hold him accountable. They can hold each other accountable as young players. And also they have a really, really great GM and Howie Roseman. They have a really good head coach. I think he went to this place he was supposed to go to. I like that. That lets me know our quarterback is getting under our superstar DN skin. I love it. If that's true, I didn't see that, Eddie. But if Tashawn said that, I love it, because just last week, Max was saying Jimmy G is a dog. You love to see it. He talks a lot of shit. Well, guess what? That means he got under our superstar skin, and he's going to do that to opposing defenses week in and week out. I love it. Shout out to Max Crosby for going out there and holding no punches, and shout out to our quarterback, QB1, Jimmy G, for running his mouth and talking that shit. Salute to my dog Mondo, man. Carter is the next 80-99. Watch. Okay. I mean, that's kind of tough. They're both different body types. I know they both play defensive tackle, so I know what you're going with, Mondo. But that's a lot of pressure to put on that boy, man. That's a lot of pressure to put on that guy. I thought, coming out of college, because of the size comparisons, that Kalijah Cansey out of Pitt was going to be that guy, and they both went to the same school and blase. But it looks like Cansey was injured yesterday too on a non-contact injury. That sucks, man, because I was really high on Kalijah as well. But I'm gonna pump the brakes on the 80-99 comparisons, though. Shout out to Mondo, man. Shout out to Pineapple. Take care of that back. Raiders. Salute to my dog, man. Always coming through and blessing the channel. Salute to you, Pineapple. And shout out to the 400 plus people in the building. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up, and also hit that subscribe button. We are 20 subscribers away from 19K, you guys. We cannot get there without you guys and your help, man. Salute to everybody supporting the channel. Yeah, man, we need 20 subscribers on the dot to get to 19K. So if you are not subscribed yet, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Yeah, I'm hearing that Mozzie's out there tearing it up too, Dan. Out here in Dallas. Shout out to Max, man, my dog. What bothers me the most is if he went to Philly, oh my God, what a great pick, top 10 defense guaranteed versus us. Okay, regarding the Henry Ruggs situation, he'll provide the next for the Raiders D, and that's facts, Max. And I said that all off season long. That was the reason why I thought we would not get Jalen Carter because of the media backlash and, you know, the whole Henry Ruggs stuff. And let's not forget about the situation, which was nothing with Josh Jacobs with the car crash at the airport, which was nothing, no alcohol involved or nothing like that. But the last thing you want is a third situation, actually fourth, because Nate Hobbs was asleep in the car, apparently drunk, you know what I'm saying, at the casino. So you just too many car situations, right? Too many of them, man. It's like, do you want to go get Jalen Carter and have another instance, you know what I mean, with the vehicle situation where actually this one, someone passed away, you know, no, but it sucks, man. It definitely does suck. But I'm going to be watching Jalen Carter very closely because that was my favorite player in this draft. R.I.P. to Tina, Chris, facts. Max is giving Mayor the treatment, the rookie treatment. Let's go. I love it, bro. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, yeah. Arnett got into 3 or 4 fender benders too, Elite. Damn, that's 5 of them, man. 5 of them shits. Wow. Yeah, we can't afford that. We can't afford that. Salute to CJ, my dog. What's up, King? Sorry I'm late, man. It's pad day. Man, I can't wait. Let's go, Raider Nation. We're getting it in. I think when Wilson comes, he's going to be okay. And he's already okay. CJ, he's okay right now. They're just being patient with him. You know what I mean? He passed his physical. You know what I mean? He'll be back soon. They want this guy ready to go come week 1. So they're being very, very patient with him. But I agree with you. He's going to be fine. A very, very big piece of the future of this team. Let me see. Watt said, Max is mad. Max is mad that Jacobs ain't in camp. He's going in on everybody. Talk that shit, bro. Let me see. Facts. This is why I love the Raiders organization because it's bigger than football, and wearing that shield is a privilege. Facts. Facts plus tax. Shout out to my dog Ruben, Sincere and Zeus apparently doing their shit out there. Let's go. Let's go. And don't let any conspiracy theorists, you guys, go out there and take away from what Sincere and Zeus are doing out there, okay? There's going to be some people saying the Raiders are just paying the beat writers to put out there that these running backs are performing well to slight Josh Jacobs and his situation and so on and so forth. No, I've heard from numerous people that Sincere has been looking like a dog out there, and I've been hearing that Zeus looks like a totally different football player. So don't let the conspiracy theorists get in the way and affect your opinion on Sincere and Zeus doing their numbers out there right now. Do not let them do it, man. Real talk. I haven't heard anything about Britton Brown at this point, 1970, but I would not be shocked if he ended up on the practice squad. You know what I mean? 7th round guy to UCLA. Did some damage for UCLA in the red zone. You know what I mean? He kind of reminded me of kind of that Latavius Murray kind of build. I'm going to be honest. Look, it'd be great to see him make this roster, but I'm hearing really good things about Amir Abdullah. We already paid him to come back on another 1-year deal. I think Amir is going to be there. It's going to be Amir Abdullah at this point. Sincere McCormick, Zeus, and Brandon Bolden is the veteran kind of player coach that Josh McDaniels loves to see. So, yeah, it looks like Britton Brown at this point early on in the game is kind of the odd man out. Oh, yeah, Lee, you know it's coming. You know it's coming. You know it's coming. Let me see. Yeah, Austin, it sucks to see that Brandon Faison was carted off the field, man. Prayers to that young man, man, for real. Max Crosby's the best defensive player. I'm happy that we have him. Raider Nation, this is facts. Let me see. Realistically, 30, it's the franchise tag. That's it. Franchise tag. I've been trying to be a member on your channel, but that link hasn't been working, fam. Let me put it in the comment section right here, my brother. Shout out to Federal, man. Let me do this real quick. I keep forgetting to put the link inside the I'm terrible right now at doing this shit. Right here, Federal. Hit this link right here, bro. Hit that link right there. And it's the easiest way to become a member, man. Shout out to my brother, Big Mike. Graphk, you in your bag today, bro. I appreciate you, brother. From one bad back to another. Love you, brother. Shout out to my dog. And I'm going to have Big Mike on the show this week as well. Got to get my brother on, man. It's been forever since me and him have just done the show. So we got to get that rolling. Shout out to Rich, man. Okay, Howard's cut. Docs, you called it. I got to give this to my team as a whole. Shieldmore kind of called this one. Also, how do you feel about this new LB we brought in? I don't really feel any type of way about it. I think that this is just a depth piece. It's still great that you're adding on. I'm gonna kind of hold off on how I feel about it completely, though, right? Because I'm waiting to see what Divine Diablo, what is going on with him, right? If he's really hurt right now, and this undisclosed reason of why he missed his presser and he missed practice yesterday, if he's the reason we brought him in, I hate the move. I hate the move because at this point, you go out and get Cunningham, you go out and get Rashad Evans, you go get Kyle Van Noy, right? You don't go out and get Darius Harris. You don't do that, right? But if this is just an additional linebacker to add to this room and it has nothing to do, it's not a corresponding move to Divine Diablo, I'm cool with it. I don't hate the move, but I don't love the move. But if this is a corresponding move to Divine Diablo, I hate it, bro. I hate it. Let me see. Yeah, I already hit him up, Rick. Talk to my brother, man. Shout out to my bro, Khan, man. He's actually working on trying to get back into the NFL right now. This was a situation that worked out for him, and the XFL. You know what I'm saying? Just another step for him to try to get back into the league. Salute to my dog, Conley, man, as always. Shout out to my boy Primos, man. You already know what time it is with that content. Salute to my dog Primos, man. Yeah, Watts, we have a ton of corners, man. Sam Webb, Bennett, Peters, Long, Jr., Amik, Shelley, Hall, a ton of them. But still, go bring another one in. Bring another one in. Robert, I am not a part of any Raiders chapter. Salute to every chapter. Me personally, I don't like to get involved in the politics. I just stay away from that. I just love everybody. That's just who I am. I've seen too much in this shit, you guys. I don't think you guys understand when you get really heavily into this Raider thing. You see one, this chapter and this chapter, and it's always it's politics and anything. But I just love everybody. Shout out to the Black Hole. Shout out to every other chapter and anything going on. I stay away from that. You know what I mean? I just keep, can't do it, man. I don't involve politics with my sports. Oh yeah, Lucky Fitz is my brother, man. Fitz is my brother. That's my brother. Love him to death. I'm gonna see him next week or a week and a half when I get to Vegas. Always rock with my brother Fitz. That's my dog. FaceTime, text, everything. That's my brother, man. Let me see. Amik is scrappy, but I hope he doesn't start. 30, yeah, man. If he makes this roster, I'm gonna be totally real. I'll be kind of shocked. I thought that he would be the odd man out, but I don't know. We don't know what's going on with Brandon Faison at this point. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pump the brakes a little bit on the whole Amik talk, but I've stated that I didn't think that Amik was gonna make this roster. You know what I'm saying? But he is scrappy. It's just, those measurables, man. You can't do anything about that 30. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Shout out to my dog Rube. Late to the show. Any update on Divine? Nothing. And if there isn't, can they ask Masterson about the injury? Doubt he'd answer, but kind of nervous. I'm nervous, Rube, too. I'm very nervous. You guys want to watch the presser? I can put the presser on. Let's do the presser. Let's do that. Watch the presser together, man. Let's get it. All right. Let's watch the presser. Salute to my dog Rude, man. Shout out to my brother Kane Town in the building. And also shout out to my boy Federal, man. I appreciate you, my brother, as always. Shout out to my dog, bro. Hold on, let me. Boom. All right. Let's get this presser going, y'all. Oh, shit. I'm tweaking right now. All right. Boom. Shout out to my dog, LA Crash Dog, a.k.a. Gunny as well. Salute to my dog, man. One of the best ways to support the channel. I salute you guys. Real quick, for those who are late, we're going to watch the presser together, but also we did go out and sign veteran linebacker, Kansas City Chief for the past 4 seasons, I believe, Darius Harris. There has been no update yet on Divine Diablo. I have no idea what the hell is going on with him. Also, we cut OJ Howard. You know, it looks as though Jesper Horsted beat him out for that 3rd tight end spot. And yeah, that's pretty much what we got thus far. Few more corresponding moves. Trying to make some room on this roster. We released veteran offensive lineman, which I forgot he was even there. Justin Murray and linebacker Kane Maga. So there you have it. There you have it. And it looks as though Brandon Faison was carted off during first day with the pads on at camp today. So everybody keep Brandon Faison in you guys' prayers. I don't know how severe the injury is, but they did cart him off. So let's keep him and his family in our prayers, man, because we've seen a lot of injuries occurring over and over and over again, and it fucking sucks, man. Let me see. My camera's choppy. I'm cool. I think it's because I switched over to YouTube, and I did. Chris, we good though, right? Raiders 73. There's a few options out there. You can go get was it Cameron Dantzler? You know, I think he was just cut. He's still very young. You can go get Troy Hill, which I think Troy Hill will be probably the guy, you know, 31, 32, I believe, year old veteran. He just came in for a workout the same day we signed Marcus Peters. So if anything does happen with this Brandon Faison situation, if he really is injured, maybe we look Troy Hill's way. Maybe we bring him back. You know what I mean? So that may be the move if anything is going on with Brandon Faison. Yeah. Definitely, Watts. He just hasn't really got his footing together since he's been in the NFL. He hasn't really put it all together anywhere he's been yet. But definitely got that build, definitely got youth in his favor. I wouldn't be against bringing in a Cam Dantzler. Roby's not available. Roby is not available. I think Bryce Callahan is an option right now. 1921. I do. I still wish that we would have went and signed my guy Julian Love in free agency, a guy that can play safety and the nickel. I wish we would have brought Julian Love in, man. That's one of the guys that I regret that this regime did not go out and get, a guy that played with Graham in New York. Yeah, Envy, I've been putting heat and then cold. I've been going back and forth, man. It's killing me, you guys. I couldn't even get up to go piss today. You know what I mean? My wife had to get me up and get moving around. It's tough, man. But you know what? I'm going to thug it out as I always do. Callahan is a little guy with foot problems seemingly every year. Shout out to Clint. He has dealt with some stuff. I wish we would have brought in Greedy Williams. That was the guy, Rube, that we were talking about a while ago, right? That would have been dope. Nah, he actually went to Seattle, Watts. He signed a deal with them. He went to the Seahawks for really cheap, too. I think it was like somewhere along the lines of $4 to $6 million. Well, it might have been cheaper than that. Let me see what Julian Love's contract was. I seen the contract and was like, you got to be kidding me, dude. Signed a 2-year, $12 million deal. I definitely would have did that. Eli Apple just signed with Miami. I know we didn't want to see anything with Eli Apple at all. Yeah, salute you guys. We're a little below 20 subscribers now to get to 19K. We should be there maybe today. Maybe after these 2 lives, we can get 20 new people to hit the subscribe button, man. That'd be great. I want to somehow, some way try and pull a miraculous, just last second, just jump shot to win the game and hit 20K before the season starts. I know that's a lot to ask for, but all it takes sometimes is one video to go crazy for you to get 1,000 subscribers. So I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Yeah, Raider Q. That sucks, man. It sucks, man. Keyshawn Nixon out there doing special things on the special team side of things. Yeah, I wanted us to draft Drew Sanders too, Chris. Definitely. That was Andy's guy early in the process out of Arkansas. We need like 19. It's like 18, 19. Shout out to my brother John, man. Definitely do. Definitely do. We got our call-in show tonight. Hammer. You already know what time it is. I believe it is what? Is it 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific? I believe. You guys, make sure you call in. That's one of our funnest shows that we do over here. You know what I'm saying? With Raider Nation News Today and the OakLosVegas Raiders Network. Make sure you guys call in tonight's show. Get your shit off, sound off. Let us know how you feel about the first day with pads and all the new crazy shit that's going on in the nation right now. So 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. Tune in tonight. We will be rocking, having the phones out, going crazy with it. I'm hearing that Deuce Vaughn looks really good right now too, Eddie. I'm hearing that Deuce Vaughn looks really good. Small dude, pause if necessary, but it looks like he's cooking right now in camp. Let me see. Should the pressers start? Yeah, this is what they always do. They're always late to the game. They're always late with the pressers. Always late with the pressers. What do you guys think about the cut, man? What do you guys think about OJ Howard being cut? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know. What do you guys think about OJ Howard being cut? Watts, it's all love, bro. It's still good to see my guy in the building, man. Watts is a guy, you know, he speaks his mind, negative or positive, and I love it. And a guy that was a big part of what I was doing when I first started this, man. So salute to my brother Watts. Real talk. Salute to my guy. Makes sense. Not surprised. As expected. Clint, the thing is this. I would have no problem with bringing in Jadeveon Clown. I wouldn't have a problem doing that. I would love it. The thing is, he thinks that he's still that guy coming out of South Carolina. He's not that guy. And it's been proven year in and year out. He's not that guy. To me, he's a great defensive lineman that can stop the run, and he's a guy that can get to the quarterback here and there. Plays the run really well, gets to the quarterback here and there. So you know, in today's world, you know, these guys are getting paid for getting to the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? They're getting paid to get to the quarterback. So, but Clowney still thinks that he's worth 10+ million a year type shit. Like he sits back and waits for those big contracts. And it's like, you're a 1 year prove it type deal type guy now. You know what I mean? So if he came in for a little, you know, inexpensive deal, I would love it. I would love it. You can never have too many pass rushers. Writing was on the wall when we drafted Mayor that OJ was going to be gone. There you go, my brother. Talk that shit, Big Mike. If you guys aren't subscribed to my brother Big Mike yet, man, make sure you guys go subscribe to Big Mike Raider on YouTube. It's kind of weird, Rich, because that report came out and then it just disappeared. Disappeared. You know what I mean? Like when you're in that tax bracket, the type of tax bracket that Tom Brady is in, it's like, where'd that report go? Report came out that, you know, there was a snag, and now that Brady may not be able to be part owner of the Raiders, minority owner, and then it just disappeared. Where the hell did it go? I have no idea where it went. Yeah, Yannick is terrible against the run. He cannot set the edge. A guy that's going to get you 8 to 10 sacks a season, definitely, but very susceptible against the run. You know what I mean? I'd rather not bring in Yannick again. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. No shade to Yannick. Was a great player. you know what I mean? Well, I'll say this, a good player for us and a great locker room guy. Loved having him. But, you know, it is what it is. Let me see. He definitely did. He didn't want to play Robin to Miles Garrett's Batman. So I can only imagine what the hell he would think he was doing around Chandler Jones and Max Crosby. Let me see. Terrence just tagged you on Twitter. Let me check out my Twitter real quick. Salute to everybody in the building, you guys. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. We need 15 subscribers, you guys. If you're not subscribed yet, man, hit that subscribe button. Fucking back is killing me. All right, let me see. Getting a little chippy out here. Max Crosby and Jimmy Garoppolo got into it 11 on the 11-on-11 drills. Crosby had to take a lap after. I love to see that shit. Here we go.
Tom, obviously it's the first day in pads. It's always physical, but you guys kind of took it to another level today with the tackling and everything. As a coach, what is it kind of responses elicit from you when you see that level of physicality?
The biggest thing is, you know, we have to be great strikers, you know, in both phases, in kick cover and in kickoff return. You have to control and sustain and maintain leverage, you know, throughout the block. You got to control and maintain leverage throughout the coverage part of it. And then the other thing you do, you got to shed, you know. So it was great to see those facets. We did not take anyone to the ground in any of our special teams drills, so we didn't get to see him tackle, but we were live to the ball. And it was nice to see that and see the fits, and it was really good for the young players to see that speed coming down at them. We've had control.
This is Coach McMahon, you guys. Coach McMahon.
Which it should be, and now they can see true speed.
As a football coach, but one that's intense like you, is it just better when pads are on because it's more like real football?
Yes. I mean, bottom line, yes, for me. Yes, sir.
Special teams, Oakland fan.
As it gets closer, we've had more time to process the new kickoff rules. How different do you think it's going to look this year in the league?
I'd be guessing if I said. I think that situationally, guys are going to fair catch the football, you know, when they need to. You know, we got great head coaches in this league. I feel like we have the best, but we have great head coaches in this league. They're going to make decisions. You know, you got leads in the second half, so on and so forth. You know, early on, you're trying to pin them. I don't know that it's going to change really the philosophy, but there's going to be some different kicks. You know, that's the biggest thing that we're working on is there are going to be some weird kicks to try to force returns. And everybody knows they call them squibs, but you might get line drives. You might get all kinds of different kicks that get some spin on them and things like that.
Like when we talked to you earlier, you didn't know yet what your plan was, and I'm not asking you to give it to us because you won't. But do you guys know what you're going to do? Or have you formulated your plan?
No, and I'm going to be upfront with you. We need to do that in the preseason. You understand what I'm saying? We need to see what this is going to do, and we need to try some of those things that we may do within that plan and see, hey, good ball, bad ball.
As a coach, do you kind of like that challenge of, all right, they took something away or try to take something away, but there's ways for you to adjust now to that?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you know, you can go find schemes within that rule. You know, anytime somebody writes a rule, there's schemes in there that you can find and you can take advantage of.
Led to this decision, right? I mean,
I agree.
How different is like coverage and like responsibilities of coverage guys between a split kick and a kick that goes up?
The coverage rules aren't going to be much different. It changes a lot for the kickoff return unit, naturally, because there's no hang time. So the drops are going to be shorter because we're going to get the ball in our hands. For example, if you're the returner, you're going to get it in 3.2 seconds versus sometimes 4.2 seconds. Okay, so there's disadvantages also because you don't have enough time to cover when you start to squib this ball. You know, so guys are going to get tricky. There's some good coaches in this league. They're going to put it all over the field and they'll put spin on it and things like that. And we got to be ready for everything.
Throughout the practices, you've had a lot of guys kind of.
I want to hear about Trey Tucker.
Building the kick returns. A guy that I saw kind of catch a couple today was Trey Tucker. Can you just talk about
Here we go.
He's made from coming into rookie camp to now?
Yeah, you know, Trey's done a great job. People have to realize that Trey was a kick returner at Cincinnati, you know, so Trey naturally can catch kickoffs, you know, and what he's done for us, he's done a great job of. And he's got a ways to go. We all have a ways to go, but he's really trying to learn how to catch punts. You know, and an NFL punt is 1,000% different than a college punt.
Definitely.
Okay, there's not a lot of guys in college that can hit 5-0, 4.5s, and it's a rollout play. As all of you know in this room, the college punt is Mars and we're on Earth. Okay, they can roll out and everybody can release when the ball snapped. And So you get the rugby punts. You don't get any of those. You have to pocket punt pretty much in this league. So he has to get under balls and catch them. And what I like is he is taking Danny Amendola's coaching. Okay. He's taking DC, Hunter, all those guys, and he's trying to emulate them because they do it right. He's got the best coach in the league that's done this for many years.
Hunter's still out there.
Punts, I think, and maybe some kickoffs, but I don't remember him doing that last year. I'm just
Don't
wondering
think he's
if
gonna
that's something
return
that he
anybody
came to you
still out
guys with,
there.
or vice versa, to maybe
The
add to his
DC is
start.
DeAndre Carter.
I'll
You
be
got.
honest, I don't know if I've seen Nate back there. I don't know. I don't know who's been back there. It's some guys are just going back, and I don't know who they are. Sorry, you know where I'm coming from there. Yeah, not trying to be a jerk.
How would you describe the growing relationship between the new long snapper Jacob and the two established kickers in
Solid. It's a professional relationship. We got great specialists here, and the bottom line is they understand that the greatest teammates of all time do one thing: they produce. They produce.
Long snapper Jacob, what were some things about him just as a player and as a person that attracted you to him in Denver?
A great person. The thing that he adds is you have to be able to be a snapper. Okay. So snappers have to have accuracy. They have to have velocity. They have to control laces on field goals, so on and so forth. But what he does, there's about 5 or 6 guys in this league that can cover kicks. He was a defensive lineman / outside linebacker at Northern Colorado. He was converted into a snapper. Luke Rhodes at Indianapolis, who's the perennial Pro Bowler, was a linebacker.
Plenty of
in
kick-
the core.
plenty of returns,
Actually,
you
for
guys.
me, when I was in Indianapolis for 2 years, and we
Hunter's not
converted
going to
him.
have to return
A
any
lot of
kicks.
guys now are trying to find that guy that also is a coverage factor, because now you're covering with 10. And I get it. AJ's a coverage factor too, because he's got to place the ball, but not, we don't want him making tackles. If AJ's making tackles, I won't be up here.
Salute.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, there really wasn't too much to talk about in terms of special teams. Unless you're like a football nerd like me that loves to sit back and kind of catch the verbiage and shit that he's putting on full display. It really ain't. It's not really too much to talk about right there. He did say that Hunter's out there, that Trey Tucker's learning. Oh, hold on, Amir Abdullah, you guys.
First day in pads practices.
Shout out to Oakland fan. Appreciate you, brother.
For you, a guy who likes the physicality, is it exciting to get past the no pads and just play football?
Yeah, real football is what we play on Sundays, right? It's always interesting to see how fundamentals carry over from non-padded to practice days, padded practice days. These are the days that we really lock in on the fundamentals, making sure we're keeping it simple, and guys are playing with the right technique, because that always wins football games.
Is that something that you, from your experiences, I know you've been on a few different teams, is that pretty rare, tackling to the ground during practice?
No.
Not trying to ask you to, I guess, boast about yourself, but obviously the fact you play in the kicking game, also in catching and running out the backfield, would you consider yourself one of, if not the most versatile player on this team? And do you take pride in your versatility?
I take pride in executing when my name is called. So in short, yes, to answer your question, but it's really about the moment, seizing the opportunity.
Straight
and just,
Newport,
making sure that you represent
Limos,
the best way.
the
No matter
100.
if it's kickoff return, third down, running the ball. For me, it's about making sure people remember me on that play. So,
How much opportunity is this for you running so many reps with the first team?
what was that?
How much of an opportunity is this for you getting so many reps with the first team?
I'm used to that.
Football's.
It's going to be a quick press for you guys.
But,
These players are ready to get the hell out of here. And coaches.
When you have a practice like today, and you guys are pretty intentional with the physicality, is that
Amir don't
something
want to
that
be there.
can carry over or just set a tone in the locker room?
Definitely. We have a standard here. I think our standard is pretty much competitive stamina. Every play, bringing the same mindset, bringing the same physicality time and time again. The team who can do that longer is typically the team that wins. And I think that's what our focus needs to be as a team.
Amir, it was alluded to a minute ago, all the different things you do, but in 11-on-11s, I saw you grab Zamir and just talk to him for a second. It seems like, clearly you're a leader, but do you like that he's following, that he's wanting all your information, all your tidbits, your wisdom?
Yeah, I think for one, as players, we can always learn from one another. I learn from the young guys every single day. And the good thing about Zamir is he's so willing to listen. He's a sponge. He's a guy who understands that he has a good opportunity right now. And for him to listen to guys like me and Brandon, who've done it for a number of teams for a number of years, is always a good feeling, because we grow better that way.
Since you said it goes the other way too, and you learn from young guys.
13 subscribers, you guys.
What have you learned from working?
Finish. That guy finishes, man. You know, he finishes all the way down the field almost every single time. He's a guy who's going to do the little things. You know, he takes the coaching really well. I think he comes from a very humble upbringing. So I think that's what's really motivated him to be the adaptable player that he is. So just learning from that and always humbling yourself is what I've learned from Zamir.
How different is it in that room, Amir, without Josh Jacobs in there right now?
I mean, always different when you don't have a guy like Josh Jacobs, you know, best running back in the league last year. So, of course, not having him there, for the most part, just how funny he is. That's what I really miss. You know, a guy who can always lighten the mood, make sure everyone's spirits up heading to practice.
I mean, obviously you're a veteran that's been around a while. You see how running backs are.
Ask about Sincere.
I guess banding together and, you know, at least expressing themselves a little bit. How have you felt about that whole situation?
You know, it's tough. It's definitely tough. Of course, I'm always going to be biased towards, you know, what I feel like my position can do and what we bring to the game. But I'm the type of person I just live in the present. I try to make the most of it.
Ask about what's going on in the running back room right now.
Try to predict what's going to happen in the future, or say what we need to do right now. I think the main focus right now was getting better on my team, you know, of course. But I definitely feel like the running back position is of value, and of course, you know, when you get into the season, you definitely see that. So
You're talking about the chemistry you have with Brandon and you guys being better as in this team. A couple of weeks ago, I believe Coach Dan was talking about how you set an example with the effort that you guys put forth. You know, can you feel that in the locker room? Like, you know, if you guys put in that effort on special teams, everybody's like, well,
100%. You know, it's not easy. You know, we got lucky today. Today was a lot cooler than what it typically is. But, you know, first day in pads, guys are a little bit jittery. You're exerting a lot of energy. You get to about period 15, 16. You got your second special teams period coming up. You know, you see guys kind of hanging their head. And those are the moments where, you know, veterans like myself, Jakob, Brandon Bowden, just speaking on the offensive side of the ball, can really set the tempo and set the tone in that drill and bust our butts to really.
We got
show
Luke
the young guys,
Masterson
just
next,
don't
you
feel
guys.
sorry for yourself. You know, you're out here for a reason. You're out here to get better. And the only way you get better is to push through that fatigue. So I'm glad that Brandon gets so excited to play ball. You know, he's going
Also got Bilal Nichols coming up to the podium as
for
well.
a guy who's
Interesting.
you know, been around it for that long to still bring the same energy to the game is such a big lift for our team.
He was giving you some grief when you were getting picked up on the sideline.
Huh?
He was giving you some grief when you were getting.
Healthy balance. He's also selfish as shit. Selfish, man. I hope he sees this.
Love it.
What do you think the offense is this year compared to training camp last year when everybody was Brandon?
Definitely a lot further along from a cerebral standpoint. You know, we understand concepts a lot better. We understand why guys are going to be in a certain place and why we need to fit off that properly. I think anytime you're building an offense, that's the most important. Getting everybody on the same page of knowing what everyone is doing. You know, like first year coming in, we all were just focused on like, I'm just going to do my job, you know. But now understanding like, okay, if you get this coverage, we may change this way, and this is why. So I need to make sure I play this way. Allows you to put your own wrinkles on your own job titles, but also to play with a little bit more of a cerebral instinct.
Amir, just observing from afar, Jimmy G feels like somebody that just kind of rolls with it.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, like yesterday wasn't maybe the best day. Today, he bounces right back and he looked sharp today. When your quarterback is wired that way, can that help a team?
Oh, 100%. Mentally tough. You know, he's a guy who's going to stand in there. He's a guy who's a leader. He's a guy who is the same if he throws a 60-yard bomb or an interception. And I think that's what's really important, you know, keeping the same energy, you know, because as the quarterback, everyone's watching you. You know, you're the guy, you know, whether it's the fans or
y'all hear
teammates,
that?
everyone's watching you. So if you hang your head and you're low in your low moments, you're high in your high moments, people kind of ride off of that. So a guy who's very steadfast is, I think, what this team needs. And I'm glad that we got Timothy Garoppolo.
Is the chemistry,
Let's
how
go,
has that chemistry
Timothy.
building been going with Jimmy?
Man, it's been good. It's been good. He's very communicative of what he likes from a route standpoint to the backfield, to the receivers. He's a guy who's played a lot of ball, been in this system before. So you see him just settling back in.
It was good. Do you see that? I mean, is that real
Didn't see him,
tangible to
McCormick.
that he already knows this system to a degree? Because when he first got here, he said it was kind of like going from Italian to Spanish or Spanish to Italian. It's different, but it's the same.
Well, I'm not a quarterback, but this is my fourth team. I really say third because Carolina was such a blip that it was, you know, it's kind of hard for me to even learn the offense. But once you leave one team, you have to kind of like discard whatever you knew before, because every team runs similar concepts, but the language is completely different. And I can only imagine playing quarterback where you're really the general telling everybody what to do, how hard it is to go from a McDaniels offense, which is very cerebral, to what was that, Shanahan offense out in San Fran and back. So I can imagine it still takes a little bit to knock off the dust, but he's a smart guy, and that's why he's been capable in this league for a while.
I got you, Clint.
Thank you. Yep.
Salute to Amir Abdullah, man. Really good presser there. If you guys can read between the lines, you kind of know what he was talking about when it came to Jimmy G. But I love it. I love it. Pretty much says Jimmy G keeps that same energy. Whether he throws a TD, throws a pick, doesn't matter. It's not hanging his head. We'll get him on the next one. Keep it pushing. I love it. Luke Masterson, you guys.
Linebacker, I'm sure that's right up your alley. Did you enjoy, getting out there and being able to play some real football?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we all expected that with the first day of pads. Everyone's excited. It's NFL football. It's always going to be physical, so we were ready.
Luke, he worked at a gas station,
He
huh?
was talking about you the other day, but just add that with
Luke
you.
looked like
This is
a gas station in the middle of nowhere, like he
Up
worked
another
there.
notch with intensity. Would you discuss that, please?
Yeah, Robert's awesome. He comes every day with a championship mindset. He attacks
Tell me I'm
every
lying.
drill like it's his last drill ever. Film sessions are awesome with him. He speaks up if we got a question. He's a great dude. I love his energy, and it's definitely infectious for the linebacker room, and it's exciting to have him around.
Look, I know you don't take anything for granted, but last year at this time, you were a guy that was kind of fighting for your football life a little bit.
Mhm.
Now you're, amongst the top group starter.
If Howie Long had a
how have things
thin
changed for
son,
you from
it'd be
last
Luke
year?
Masterson.
Honestly, I'm trying to approach it the same way. I'm trying to approach it like I'm still fighting for a job, because I am. Everyone's fighting for a job out here. I come every day with that mindset, and I'm trying to treat it the same way.
It's like Max had a really good day out there, which we've grown used to seeing here, and now you've played with him for a year. Just what's it like being with a guy at practice every day like that?
Max is awesome. Similar to Robert, championship mindset every play, every day. He's definitely the life of our defense, and he showed it today, and he shows it every day. So it's awesome playing with him.
Luke, there's a UDFA like you were who reminds a lot of people of you and Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Today was in pads. I know there's a long ways to go.
In the
for
middle
him.
of nowhere, like.
But when you see a guy like that who's taking your route, do you take him under your wing a little bit?
I try to a little bit. It's definitely awesome to see a guy like Drake with the mindset that he has. He comes in every day ready to work. He asks questions. He busts his ass on. He busts his butt on every play, and he's just a great dude. He's really fun to work with.
DJ
Carolina State guy.
Yeah, we talk a little bit about that. We played each other a few times in college. I remember him in college. He was a good player back then. He's a good player now.
How would you assess your first season and what you kind of thought?
Ask about Divine Diablo.
A lot of ups and downs. I would say there's some good games, some bad games. I just tried to learn every week from my mistakes and try and get better every play. Definitely
like he was
trying
on
to
Blue
take that
Mountain
next step
State.
this year, learn from my mistakes last year, have some core
Who's seen
things
that
that
show,
I'm trying to work
Blue
on
Mountain
and
State?
get better at.
In a rookie year like yours, it was probably going a million miles a minute for a long extent. Were you able to kind of like just decompress a little bit in the off season and really take a look back and evaluate?
Yeah, it's hard to do that during the season. You're week to week trying to win, get the game plan and get ready for the game. But after the season, you were able to take a step back a little bit and reflect. And that was really where I could, see where I needed to grow.
Me too, brother.
Take a step back and look at yourself honestly and see what you did good, what you did bad, and how you can grow going into this year.
Did you stay around here this off season?
Yeah, I was back and forth a little bit for sure.
More questions?
That had to been the most boringest presser I've ever seen in my life. That's what you guys got, man. Give Bilal Nichols some tough questions or something, man. This is insane. No Divine Diablo talk. No questions about Darius Harris coming in. No questions about Drake Thomas. From one UDFA to the next, Luke, how do you feel about Drake Thomas and what he brings to this defense? That's a question that it asks itself. From one UDFA to the next. Come on, man.
Well, there's a pretty physical practice out there.
Yeah.
You guys enjoy that as players. You're gonna welcome that.
For sure. First day of pads, it's always good to get out there and thump a little bit. It's going to be part of the identity of our team.
Oh, they
So
asked
we
about.
gotta
I don't
establish
remember
that.
hearing about Drake Thomas.
Definitely
Maybe I'm tweaking.
welcome that as players.
like I said, usually it's the stumping, but you guys had some moments there where you tackled to the ground out there. Do you think that sort of thing could add to the toughness that the team builds?
For sure, definitely that's the toughest on the team. Gotta establish it now, get out there, especially for the young guys who haven't necessarily experienced it in the league before. It's definitely a good foundation to get it done in practice.
DeAndre, you were previously kind of here
This
before.
DeAndre Carter.
Practice squad, off-season kind of thing. So what are the big differences, would you say, from going from
Yeah, I was about
the
to
team back
say,
then
bro,
to
like-
now, just in terms of your confidence and just how things roll around here?
Well, I can only speak for me personally, it's just I'm older now, you know what I'm saying, can know how to navigate things a little better, I would say. And it's just it's a different culture now, different coaching staff, everything's different now from it was when I was previously here. And I love what we're doing now. And I would say more just excited to be a part of this organization for sure.
DeAndre, every player on every team in the NFL today would say, well, I'm always competing. But when you're in a wide receiver room that's as incredibly as talented as the Raiders, does it feel like every rep is a competition? Every rep is putting stuff on tape for everybody to see?
I mean, like you said, that's everywhere around the league, but we got a deep room. No lie, we got a deep room from top to bottom. And every rep, you want to go out there and put your
10
best
more
foot
subs,
forward,
you guys. 10
to make sure
more
you putting the
subs.
best version of yourself on film and give yourself the best chance to go out there and compete and win the job. But that should be a standard as a player in the league, no matter where you at, no matter how deep your receiver room is or not. You just going to go out there and compete and be the best yourself.
Last year, you established some career highs, targets, games, receptions. Do you feel like you found your niche and created your niche in this league? And how excited are you to kind of build off of that?
Very excited. And always the goal is to get better and improve. And that's all I'm focused on today. And being here this year and, throughout camp is getting better every day so I can improve on the things I did last year.
Do you think this offense kind of fits what your skill set is?
For sure.
You're not the biggest guy in the NFL, but you're tough.
Mhm.
And so are you glad pads are on? Because now you can lower a shoulder and
more
show what
subs.
you can do after the catch.
Exactly. Me, for myself, it's always football's not played in shorts and a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? So you get pads on there and you got to push crack on the safety or break a tackle or, like you said, lower your pads down when you got the ball.
This is DeAndre
kinda
Carter, you
separates
guys.
it. So I like that part of my game and excited we was able to show it today.
Do you think the new rules are trying to take the kickoff return out of the game? And what would you feel about that if that kind of happened?
I think the league is just, trying to take care of players. The kickoff, I think they said the kickoff return is one of the most dangerous plays in the league. And they're trying to, safeten a little bit. I don't know necessarily how we're going to go about that this year. Hopefully we get to return them. That's, what I want to do. But we'll see, with,
Sacramento State's on.
and Coach McDaniels
Sacramento
seems to do
State's on.
whatever they're riding with, I'm okay with.
DeAndre, besides changing cities and states, how different does this organization feel to you now than when you were on the practice squad back in Oakland?
A lot different. Beautiful building, different location. You guys that was in the Alameda building know the difference. But I love it here, man. I love it. We building a great culture. It's a beautiful facility, beautiful stadium, and we on the up and up. I'm excited to be a part of it.
Obviously, there's a lot of differences even from last year to this year, but you being on the Chargers, having a really good game against the Raiders. What were some things about that defense that you kind of played against that you really liked, that you were like, okay, this is good.
You were talking about it, the Raiders defense last year?
Yeah, like what was your thoughts on the Raiders defense from last year?
I mean, last year is last year. We worried about this year. We got new
Talk
guys,
that shit,
new
DeAndre.
personnel, probably tweaking the scheme a little bit. So, we worried about this year and getting better.
How happy were you with the weather today?
Extremely. Oh my God, it was beautiful out there today. I wouldn't count on how many days we was gonna get. What was it? Probably like 85. It felt like out there. It felt like California. Yeah, it felt like California. Don't know how many days I'm gonna get like that, but taking advantage of them for sure.
That's good. All right, awesome. Thank you.
DeAndre Carter. Let's see if we get Bilal Nichols. Shout out to Midnight Raider King. My brother, I appreciate you on a dub. Special, man. Respect Carr's faith, but let's keep it 100. We're called the Raiders, not the Angels. Jimmy Garoppolo got that dog in him and cusses players out while Carr says BS Like, I love you, man. F that. This is why this team will be better mentally. We got them dogs now. Salute to my dog, Midnight Raider King. My brother, I appreciate you on the Dove special, man. Appreciate you so much, King. Let's see if we get Bilal Nichols. Let's see if we get Bilal Nichols up real quick, you guys. I was very confused. I was like, why is DeAndre Carter up at the podium right now? I know Bilal Nichols didn't lose, height. And, yeah, it was a little weird, man. It was a little weird. But, yeah, shout out to Sacramento State. Own DeAndre Carter, man. I think he's going to have a big year for us this year. I hope he gets some time playing in the slot. He definitely will. He definitely will, Balboa. He definitely will. Nah, yeah, Carr didn't curse at all. Watts. Shucks. Dang it. Dang nabbit. All that good stuff. Yeah. Let me see. Salute to everybody in the building. They may have took Bilal off. We'll wait a few minutes to see if Bilal Nichols pops in so we can hear what he has to say about that defensive line. There you go. I hated that one, Elite. Sucky feeling. LV, I'll be out there, man. I need heavy drugs for my back and a cigar and some Woodson whiskey to go along with it. And we're good. We're good. It's supposed to be blazing when we get out there, man. God damn. We need 9 subscribers, you guys. 9 subscribers. We're about to hit our 19K mark, man. Salute to you guys for always supporting what we do, man. He said, gosh darn it, Doc's tail hurts. This motherfucking Eddie crazy. I want to hear about Bernie. Definitely want to hear about Amari Bernie. Drake Thomas. I definitely want to hear about Divine Diablo and why he's not out there. Darius Harris, want to hear about that. Jacorian Bennett, which I'm hearing good things about. And it's been really quiet on the Chris Smith siding, man, definitely. Yeah, Crash Dog. At some point, bro, I think I'm going to have to bite the bullet. I've been feeling this coming, I knew it was going to happen, and I didn't listen to my body. I was in the gym going crazy, and then I got home yesterday. Yeah, at some point, I may have to really think about getting the surgery, man. I didn't want to do that, but I may have to think about it. Nah. It's all good, Hammer. We're gonna have some fun tonight with our show, and then we'll do like a 19K celebration maybe tomorrow. Or maybe we'll do a late night show if we hit that goal. We'll see. Salute the top beats in the building. Shout out to my boy John Lamas in the building. Get that hot yoga graph. This is facts. Facts plus tax. I want info on Byron Young and his pup status. Sean, from what I am hearing, he should be back probably this week or next week. So that's what I've heard on the Byron Young front. He should be back very, very soon. I don't know anything about the Neil Farrell, though. I'm still waiting on that. Still waiting on the Neil Farrell Jr. and what's going on with him. Yeah, it's that bad. 3 herniated disc and a bulging disc in my back. And severe lower back arthritis. It's bad. Let me see. Thank you. Appreciate you for. Shout out to my dog Isaiah in the building. Yeah, John, I have done acupuncture. Definitely have, bro. Let me see. Okay, let's get it. Wide receiver Hunter Renfrow looked like he was in midseason form in the team's first padded practice. He displayed strong stack technique fundamentals versus corner Nate Hobbs, which is back on the field today, you guys, while using double moves to get the cornerback off. Love it, man. Love it. Hey, Hunter's about to come out very aggressive this season and very pissed. Tell you right now, man. He said, you be messing with Wasted about being old. Karma as a mother, Docs. Yeah, man. Wasted definitely called my phone yesterday and cooked me. So, yeah. Richard, I appreciate you, brother. Someone got to make a 19K super chat for Docs. Salute to my dog, man. No, I was not in a car accident. Just years of doing demolition work, construction work, playing sports, warehouse work. I destroyed my body doing that shit. Yeah, Big Mike, you already know, bro. And when I get to Vegas, matter of fact, bring the pills, bro. Bring the pills, bro. My brother got them. He got him. I hate taking medication, but Mike got the good shit. Shout out to my brother Intel, man. Salute to my brother, man. Come on, bro. Hey, I told you, bro, I should be the one apologizing to you, man, about, you know, the hold off. I mean, the weight on the bottle and all that stuff. My apologies to you, brother. Shout out to my brother Intel, man. I know you out there busy, man, getting to it, my brother. Shout out to my dog Intel. Shout out to my boy One Up in the building. Salute to my dog. Yeah, see? Yeah, I'm cool. See? That's scary, man. Shout out to the 400 plus people in the building, almost 500 strong. Let me see where we are. Yeah, we're 8 subs away. We are 8 subs away, man. 8 subs away. Oh, yeah, Mr. Raider, the hyphy movement killed my back too. Definitely.
Coaches are screaming,
Here we
stay
go.
off the ground, stay off the ground. Today it got pretty physical. As a big guy, you got to love that finally you're able to connect with some of these smaller guys.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, we haven't had the pads on since the end of last season. So to finally be able to put the pads back on, it felt amazing. You know, they always say for the big guys, this is when a real football starts. So it felt amazing to just be back out there with the guys and be back out there thumping again.
How much does the Max set the tone for what you guys do up front? It seems like he had another great day out there.
Mm-hmm. That's every day with Max. I mean, you know, he that type of guy. You know, he inspires others with his work ethic, and he gonna bring it every day. And as a teammate, it forces you to have to match his energy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he's just an all around unbelievable dude, and he inspires all his teammates just to be better and better each day.
What was your plan for the off season? And I guess how much were you able to stick to what you wanted to do and get accomplished this off season?
Just really training just on my mental and my physical. You know, just getting better with getting my body where I wanted it to be, and just training on things that I observed that I could have been better at last year. And you know, always as an athlete, your goal is to just try to make those things that you feel like you need to get better at strengths.
Right there, Midnight.
So that's just pretty much what I focused on this offseason.
Well, Robert.
Shout out to my brother Midnight, bro.
Linebacker, super intense guy, not like Max a little bit with the intensity. What does that do in a huddle? You know what Max does, but when the guy who's the quarterback, that intensity, how does it make a defense better?
Oh man, Rob's a great dude. He brings the intensity. One thing about Rob, he's very physical. You know, and as a D lineman, you know, having somebody that's physical like him coming downhill, you appreciate that. And you know, just seeing him fly around, come downhill.
Shout out to my brother, man.
Ready to thump and bang. You know, it kind of turned you up. Like, let's go, Rob. Yeah, let's do it. So, you know, another unbelievable guy who bring it every day.
See where I was standing, but one of you
Thank you,
defensive
John.
line made a very good play on a running back, and he's running up, almost cheerleading you guys. Does that help when you see that interaction? When you guys do well, he's there as well.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, you know, that's something. You know, as a teammate, you just wanna celebrate your other guys' plays. You know, that's something that we really wanna do that a lot this year. You know, another man make a play, you celebrate it just like you made the play. And just having that morale and having that chemistry as a team, I mean, it's infectious. You know what I'm saying? You know, that can go through everybody. So, you know, that's something that you know, we want to do more of.
A word we've heard thrown around a lot from Coach McDaniels, including is disruption, is what he wants on defense. What's disruption?
We need to know, John.
Kind of foster that up front.
You know, just doing my technique to the best of my ability and being a factor on each and every game. You know, we have great coaches here. We have great players, and you know, you just got to trust your training and your technique. You trust your training and your technique, and you'll be disruptive. You know what I'm saying? You'll make an impact on that play. And that's just, you know, doing that on a consistent basis every single play.
Talent in that defensive line room looks pretty deep right now. How competitive are you guys right now?
Oh, it's very competitive. We compete in everything we do, even shooting the trash inside the trash can. You know, but it's but you know, that's what makes each other better. You know what I'm saying? And we're very close too. It's competitive, but we're very close. We get together with each other. We always with each other 25-8. You know, we made that a huge priority,
like that,
and it's allowed
25-8.
guys to be able to compete and still push each other so that we all can get better.
Well, this is the first time in a couple of years you're going into the same defense, and for a lot of the players, same case as well. Coming back with Patrick's system, do you feel like there's a more of a comfort level at this point compared to last year?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely you have more comfort with, more experience that you have with something. That's definitely something that helps a lot. So it definitely feel good to, come into year two and just, you know, kind of know what to expect a little more, you know what I'm saying? And just knowing Pat better, knowing how he like to call things, knowing like what he may be thinking in certain situations, just so we can all be on the same page. I
John's
just,
35, 36 years old.
Well, last year there were times where it just seemed like everybody was learning and there was a lot of thinking, not a lot of having fun. It has really appeared this camp, guys are back to having a good time a year under your belt. Am I reading that correctly? Does it seem like the guys are having a lot more fun now? Because that's not ripping last year, just it was a learning. Nobody knew the system.
Yeah, definitely. You could definitely feel the energy that guys are having a lot more fun out there. Guys are just flying around. Guys are just doing whatever they got to do to just have fun. And that's something that we preach as a unit. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, we've been blessed enough to play this game, and we've been playing this game since we've been kids. And we started playing this game because we had fun playing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that we just wanted to get back to, and just be able to remember that you out there, you're doing something that you love to do. You get to fly around and hit people for a living. So have fun doing it.
Well, who is the best in the D-line room at throwing trash into the trash can?
Me, 100%. I don't care what Max say, what Chan say, anybody. Me, I'm the best.
You do it and you make it in the trash can. Do you look around the room for validation?
Oh, 100%. 100%. 100%.
Me crap. I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I like Bilal Nichols, man. I like Bilal Nichols.
I done started something. Y'all about to go at it when I leave.
Bilal's energy, man. I like his energy.
Chandler, a trash talker or a jokester?
Nah, Chandler is definitely a jokester. You know one thing that's great about Chandler is that every day you know what you're going to get. If you're not having like the best day, I guarantee you Chandler's going to say something that's going to put a smile on your face. And that's what you love about Chandler. Even like when we out there on the field and he makes a hell of a play, he's going to say something that's going to make you laugh. And it's not trash talking. It's just a joke. It's just like
definitely in shape.
Crazy. And I love that about Chandler, man. That's like my brother. So it's I love playing with him, man. It's an honor, man. He's unbelievable.
All good, guys?
Yeah. All right, thanks, guys.
I love it. I love Bilal Nichols' energy. That is the type of guy, don't get me wrong. I was very, with the injury last year, it's like, is Bilal ever going to get it together for us, right? Like, damn, man. And then you start thinking like you could save a few $1 million moving on from Bilal Nichols. But hearing that he's in shape, hearing that he is now healthy, hearing the energy and the camaraderie right now that he's talking about that he has with his defensive line brothers, that they're together 25-8. You know what I mean? That is beautiful, man. And for him to say that they're all out there having fun, they're playing the game, you know what I mean? And get rid of that. They're out there, man. It just sounds as though they're a unit. You know what I mean? I love it, man. I definitely love. That was my favorite. That was the best way to end that boring ass presser. I liked Amir Abdullah's presser at the tail end of it. And I loved Bilal Nichols. Luke Masterson's was kind of quick. McMahon's was kind of like, special teams, blase blah. But yeah, man, I really truly liked Bilal Nichols' presser. DeAndre Carter's was kind of just dry a little bit. That was dope, man. That was dope. You see that the chemistry, you see the chemistry coming together, you guys. You see that camaraderie, man. That's what it's all about. People tend to forget, if you never played the game, right? If you don't play the game, you never played it. I don't think you understand what camaraderie means to a team. If you're not going to be out there fighting for your brothers, if you're not going to be out there standing 10 toes down with your brothers, that affects everything that you do out there during the game. For real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be able to look at your brothers on the right side of you, the left side of you, in front of you, and back you, and say, we're going to go to war for each other. We're going to go to war for each other. We are literally going to have to do whatever it takes in order to get this done. We got to get this win. And that's what it's looking like is coming together right now with Patrick Graham's defense and Josh McDaniels out. You love to see it, man. When I played, the best teams that I was on, I'm telling you now, it wasn't even just from the talent level. Some of the best teams that I had were guys that went to bat for each other. You win games like that. You truly win games like that when you got guys that are going to literally fight tooth and nail to make sure that they get the job done, man. So, talent is one thing, you guys. You definitely want to have talent, right? You want to have talent out there on the field because talent definitely plays a major role in winning football games. But at the end of the day, when you have that true brotherhood, man, that's what shows you what kind of team you really have, man. Salute to my guys. This is exactly why Shieldmore is a team and a family. This is facts, bro. Facts. My brothers in real life. Not any internet goofy shit. My brothers in real life. Salute to my dogs. Thank you, Tito. Thank you for letting me know that. Thank you, brother. Yeah, Jason, that shit is crazy, bro. The bulging disc is no joke, man. Facts. Hammer speaking that gospel, man. Speaking that gospel. He said, Chandler's yelling, that's my bike, punk, after making plays. Talk that talk, bro. Shout out to my dog, Chris, in the building. But yeah, man, what did you guys think about the presser? Bilal Nichols, DeAndre Carter, our special teams coach McMahon was out there, Amir Abdullah, Luke Masterson. What did you guys think about that presser? Also, once again, for those who are piling in late, we did add some LB help last night. Darius Harris, veteran linebacker, played for the Chiefs the last 4 seasons, played in 17 games last year, started in 4 games, had 10 tackles and a sack against us in one of those games. OJ Howard was cut. It looks as though Jesper Horsted beat out OJ Howard for that tight end 3 spot. Where's Divine Diablo? Where's Divine Diablo, you guys? Where is he? Where is he? What's going on with Divine Diablo? We're adding linebacker help. He's not showing up yesterday. He's not showing up today. What is going on? Hunter Renfrow is out there balling. It looks as though he's trying to return to that Pro Bowl form. You love to see it. If we can have him be that Pro Bowler in the slot with Myers on the outside and Avante, sky's the limit for this offense. It seems as though Josh McDaniels has his guys ready to go. These guys were very physical today. First day with the pads on. Jimmy G went out there and balled out today. It looks as though he shook off, whatever it was, the little rest he had the other day. Sounds as though Hemi G is out there cooking right now. Brandon Faison went down with an injury, you guys. We do not know how severe that injury is yet, but we shall probably get the news here shortly about what's going on with Brandon Faison. A lot of injuries occur around this time of the year, you guys. It's expected. It is the game of football. This is what happens. But yeah, man, with that being said, I'm going to save a little content for me and my brother Hammer show tonight, you guys. 8 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific, our call-in show. Me and my little brother Hammer will be live, getting your guys' inputs on everything that's going on around our organization. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And as always, I'm going to go rest up this old ass back of mine so I can get prepared for this show tonight. I salute you guys. OakLosVegas.com for the drip. Go get your Hemi G hats and shirts right now. PlanetRaiders.com for everything Raider related. And also, thank you to all the members, the new members of the channel, the existing members, and also the non-members. Salute to you guys. All the supers, all the comments. I just appreciate you guys as always. Hope to see you tonight. You already know what time it is. Love y'all. One.